Hello everyone, I'm Dan 2x15 on Xbox Live, and YouTube and on Twitch. Feel free to check me out in the description below. And my God almighty, I just watched the WWE Royal Rumble! Today is Sunday, the 29th of the 1st, 2023, and yesterday was the Royal Rumble, and I just finished watching it on the WWE Network, and my God, 4 big matches happened. It was amazing. I would say probably 4.5 stars from me, 1 thumbs up from me, and they can't exactly gonna get 2. And by God, we had a hell of a way to start off the Royal Rumble. And with the men's Royal Rumble match itself, and I'm gonna give props. They came up with a really good lineup of people, and there was only a couple of surprises that I, well, to be honest, I would say didn't expect. One, to be honest, there's 100%. I can 100% say that yeah, these surprises I did not expect from the Royal Rumble match itself. Yeah, Royal Rumble match itself. My God, it was amazing. So I'm gonna go through it on my phone here. I'm gonna have my phone in front of me just to remind myself. I've written down on every single entry and elimination and when they got eliminated. But I'm going to go through the men's Royal Rumble matchup. I'm going to go through from entry number and who won the matchup, ladies and gentlemen. Oh man, here we go. Let me go through it. I know I'm going to be looking on my phone right about here. First up, to start off the men's Royal Rumble matchup was the number 1, Gunther, the Intercontinental Champion Gunther. Great choice. Then out came Sheamus. That was at number 2. Then we had followed up at number 3 with The Miz. That was a great shout for The Miz. And to be honest, The Miz was indeed the first man to be eliminated, because at number 4 was Kofi Kingston of the New Day. Then we had Johnny Gargano, followed up by Xavier Woods, and then Karrion Kross to follow after that. Then I can say, thank you! Because it was Chad Gable. Then we got at number 9, I had Drew McIntyre at number 9, and Santos Escobar at number 10. Then at number 11 was Angelo Dawkins, and then, oh boy, here comes the pain, because at number 12 was Brock Lesnar. He kicked all kinds of ass. He got 2 eliminations. He eliminated Angelo Dawkins, Santos Escobar, I believe, as well, and Chad Gable. That was a great elimination for him. But in at number 13 was Bobby Lashley, the almighty Bobby Lashley, former United States champion, former WWE champion, setting up for a WrestleMania match between Brock Lesnar and, of course, Brock Lesnar and Bobby Lashley at WrestleMania. As soon as Bobby Lashley got in there, he went, because we had that stare down tease between Brock Lesnar and should I say Gunther. That was great. That was great in my opinion. That was great in my opinion. A good way to do things. Very smart. Very smart thinking there on the behalf of WWE. Great, I loved it. It was amazing. Then of course, well, Bobby Lashley eliminating Brock Lesnar. That was the highlight of that matchup. Then next came Baron Corbin, who, due to the fact that Brock Lesnar got eliminated, he got pissed out to freaking destroy everything, and even F5 Baron Corbin for his troubles. And so then Seth freaking Rollins got Baron Corbin into the matchup as he came in next, eliminated him from the matchup. JBL came down to the ring with him, but oh well. But then we got a thank you, because once again we got Otis entering in the matchup next. Then we had Rey Mysterio's music at number 17, I believe. Well, nobody was there. So I think he got took out by Dominic, because Dominic came out next and he was wearing Rey Mysterio's mask, so I presume that Rey Mysterio got taken out of the matchup via backstage. That has happened in Royal Rumbles before, but because they're not able to compete, they are automatically eliminated. Then Elias comes in and does like a spot by doing, he attacks Wardle with his guitar, Gunther with his guitar, and well, then he gets eliminated by Sheamus and Drew McIntyre. And I thought Ezekiel was going to make an appearance. I was wrong about that. But up next, coming off the Elias, was Finn Balor, and followed by, well, can you dig it, sucker? It was Booker T at number 21, followed up by Damian Priest, but even though Booker T got eliminated after hitting a bookhand and then hitting a spinneroonie, he gets eliminated as Damian Priest comes in next, like I said, followed up by Montez Ford, but we had Dominic Mysterio, Finn Balor, and Damian Priest in the ring. They were actually pretty dominant, and then here we hear, "If you think you know me, dun 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 dun." The rated R superstar Edge is in in next, and my God, it was great to see Edge back in the Royal Rumble. He eliminates Damian Priest, he eliminates Finn Balor, but unfortunately he gets eliminated. Due to the fact that I think Dominic comes up from behind. But because he tries to get, Edge tries to eliminate Dominic Mysterio, but he counters it. He goes for 619, but then, of course, Dominic goes from behind. He's hanging on, but gets pulled down, and Edge is eliminated, and everything goes completely, as Austin Theory comes down next, and he's next, it all goes to shit as the Judgment Day are being beaten up, and even Rhea Ripley makes an appearance, and so does Beth Phoenix, and I'll get to Beth Phoenix. She didn't appear in the Women's Royal Rumble matchup for some reason. You would have thought that they would have carried on that, but yeah, she makes a return, spears Rhea Ripley at the ramp, as after Austin Theory makes his entrance, we got Omos entering the Men's Royal Rumble. And my God, then he goes toe-to-toe with Braun Strowman, who enters next. Oh my God, that was cool to see Braun Strowman and Omos go toe-to-toe. Then we have Ricochet come in at number 28, and then we see Logan Paul, out of all fucking people. I didn't really want to see him there, but he was there. And then at number 20, that was Logan Paul at number 29. And of course, we all know number 30 is Cody Rhodes. And of course, the last two men in that Royal Rumble matchup, surprisingly, I thought Logan Paul was eliminated, but he went through the middle ropes and he eliminates Seth Rollins. Then Logan Paul gets eliminated by Cody Rhodes, leaving it down to Gunther and Cody Rhodes, who have a great big moment in the middle of the ring, but it was not Gunther's night. I thought it was going to be the victor, but out of nowhere, after hitting, I think, a crossroads, a clothesline, that's it. Cody Rhodes is going to WrestleMania to face the winner of the undisputed Universal Heavyweight Championship match. Who would it be? Roman Reigns? Or would it be Kevin Owens? Well, I was just soon later on to find out who he was going to face. After that matchup, we had Bray Wyatt versus LA Knight in the Mountain Dew pitch black match, which wasn't really pitch black. It was more of like a neon light match, because LA Knight was wearing this very cool attire, which was a glow in the dark attire, and Bray Wyatt had this face paint on, and he beat LA Knight with no doubt, and at the end he wore this mask, and he was chasing down LA Knight down to the ramp, and then Uncle Howdy popped out of nowhere on top of this scaffolding, did like an elbow drop through them to a pit of flames and sent it into hell. Then of course we had Bianca Belair versus Alexa Bliss. I thought Alexa Bliss was going to pick up the victory, but it turns out Bianca Belair reversing that up like a claw, and Sister Abigail, boom, hits her Alexa Bliss with the KOD. And still, the Raw Women's Champion, she's going to go to WrestleMania to face the winner of the Royal Rumble. Or would it be Charlotte Flair that's going to face the winner of the Royal Rumble? And speaking of the Women's Royal Rumble, that's the match that we got next. And like I did with the men's, I'm going to go through it from number 1 to number 30. We had Rhea Ripley coming out holding her ribs as number 1, followed up by Liv Morgan, which I predicted would be one of the first two. Then we had Dana Brooke come out, we had Emma, we had Shayna Baszler, Bayley, then we had B-Fab enter. She was the first one to be eliminated. Surprise, surprise. Then we had Roxanne Perez, then we had Dakota Kai, Sky. All 3 members of Damage Control were in the ring. And then we had Natalya, the Candice LeRae, then an NXT Zoe Stark into the match, followed up by Xia Li. Then we had Becky Lynch. Oh, yeah, Becky Lynch was going after Damage Control, but all 4 women went through the middle rope and underneath the ropes, beating each other up. Damage Control gets rid of Becky Lynch for the time being. Then in comes Tegan Nox. Asuka makes an appearance in her brand new look. The Empress of Tomorrow, the badass kicker, undefeated Asuka. That was great to see her. Then we saw the return of Doudrop. Oh no, wait, it's not Doudrop, it's Piper Niven, going back to her original gimmick, which I liked. She still had the Doudrop music and the entrance, but I feel like that's going to be changed eventually down the line. And she did. She kicked all kinds of ass, and she survived in there a lot longer as it started to build up as Tamina came in. Followed up by Chelsea Green, Zack Ryder's wife. That was, and she only lasted like 5 seconds, as I think Rhea Ripley eliminated her in 5 seconds. Selena Vega coming down dressed up as a Street Fighter. I can't remember which one, because she's in the new game, the new Street Fighter game, as one of the commentators. Then in comes Raquel Rodriguez, followed up by Mia Yim, and left, right, left, it comes Lacey Evans, and then, of course, Michelle McCool. She was in the crowd, with her daughter, and of course then her number's like, she comes out next from the crowd, takes off her jacket, and then just conveniently wearing gear that I saw her when she was in the crowd. I was like, okay, that's convenient. Then we had Indy Hartwell, that from NXT. That's the first for time for her. And then we had Sonya Deville, followed up by Shotzi in the TCB tank. I thought she was going to ride that to the ring, like Michael Cole pointed out, but she didn't. We had then freaking out Nikki at number 29. We had Nikki Cross, and of course, people at the back fucked up because the buzzer was supposed to come about shortly after Nikki Cross making her entrance, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, but I guess whoever number 30 was, which, well, surprisingly, it was Nia Jax. Nope, no Naomi, no Valhalla, no Ruby Soho, it was Nia freaking Jax, by far one of my favorite women in WWE history, because she's a badass. I mean, yeah, she has done things on her own terms before by botching up a few things, and she's famous for a quote that has been taken the piss out of before. She came back, did the whole giant spot. Then I predicted there was going to be one of those spots in either the men's or women's Royal Rumble. Turns out it was this one. But Nia Jax gets eliminated and she was the 19th person to be eliminated, to be more precise. Then, of course, eliminations started to happen around us, leaving us with the final 3 of Asuka, Liv Morgan, and Rhea Ripley. Of course, all three of those women were on the apron after being chucked over on the other side. I thought there was going to be a botch at the end, as we saw a planned spot where Rhea ducks Asuka from hitting the blue mist on her, and it hits Liv Morgan, but of course it landed on the apron as well. Rhea Ripley slipped. She managed to hang on to the second ropes. And you know, and obviously she did like sweep the legs to knock Asuka off, but still, I think that slip when she hanged on miraculously, because she was supposed to win the thing, which he did, because she did like a Hakarana as she was hanging on to that to eliminate Liv Morgan. Now, was that a planned spot where she slips? No, I very much doubt it. So they had to, I think that was an improvisation, I think, by doing a Hakarana to get the win. Otherwise, I think she would have fallen and touched the floor. But I'm going to, speaking of a botched, another botch, I don't know if it was botched or not. There was another Kofi Kingston moment happened in the Men's Royal Rumble where he was supposed to do his saves, but I'm not too sure if it was. Let me know if you think this was planned or not. Where sheer force of Gunther knocking Kofi Kingston off of the apron after being chucked over the top rope. He landed rock hard, solid, onto an announcer's chair that was conveniently there. But my question is, the fact that, you know, he landed with one foot on the top, but I think it was the chair collapsed, the sheer force. Meaning that, once again, the save didn't work. Now, I don't know if... I think that was planned, because where I feel like the Kofi Kingston's luck of landing, you know, his 2 feet worked. So, yeah. 100%. 100%. So, I'm very questionable for that. But then we go on to the main event. The main event of by the way, the winner was Rhea Ripley, like I said. She's going into WrestleMania. Who she will face, Charlotte Flair, or will she face Bianca? Most likely Bianca at WrestleMania. Now, of course, that going on to, speaking of champions, we have Roman Reigns versus Kevin Owens for the undisputed Universal Heavyweight Championship. And let me just say, that was a hell of a match. And I liked it. It was enjoyable. I generally 100% can say, wow. Just pure wow. What happened at the end was brilliant. I liked it. I didn't expect it to happen so soon, but I kind of knew this is where we was going with this. But, you know, with Sami Zayn going, I can't believe you would do such a thing. And, well, there's a referee bump that happens in the match. He gets taken out, and of course, it's Roman Reigns is sparking orders to Sami saying, hey, get me a chair! And Sami said, hey, you telling me not to do anything. And he says, I'm telling you now, get me a chair. And because of the hesitation from Sami Zayn, he passes in the chair, but he gets hit by a stunner. 1, 2, very closely, gets the 3 count. Sami Zayn is still a bit wary of what's going to happen. But in the end, Roman Reigns hits a bit too big, slams Kevin Owens' head onto the stone steps, onto the outside, and well, he picks up Kevin Owens, but Kevin Owens slaps the taste out of Roman Reigns' mouth, but he rebounds into a spear. 1, 2, 3, and still the WWE Universal Heavyweight Champion, Roman Reigns, as I put my 1 in the sky. Well, like this. because you couldn't see it, but okay. And he's still a champion, but it's not over yet. He's got Kevin Owens there, and he beats him down. He hit the Usos and Solo Sikoa are back, and they're in the ring. And like Jay's like, okay, Tribal Chief, Sami Zayn has done his part. He's now part of the Bloodline. The Roman's like, no, he is not done yet. And they beat up Kevin Owens some more, and then just the look in Sami Zayn's face is like, come on now, we've done what we needed to do. We beat Kevin Owens. They handcuff him into the ring after hitting the 1D. Then super kicks, and he is down. Roman has got the chair, and he's saying he's ready to whack him, but then Sami Zayn's like, no, you don't need to do this. You've done what we had to do. This is not you. This is not you. This is not, you're the Tribal Chief. This is not you. And so Roman's like, okay, yeah, you're right. It's not me. But if I'm not gonna do it, Sami, you're gonna do it. He gives him the chair. Sami Zayn is very hesitant. He really wants to. He goes, and of course, Roman is barking at Sami, saying, do it. And what happens? A flashback to a betrayal from the Shield. Seth Rollins betraying Roman Reigns. Well, BAM! Still chair to the back, and of course, Jimmy Uso, who respected Sami from the start, is like, oh my god, the look in his face. He super kicks Sami. He then beats down Sami. Solo Sikoa takes over. He beats down Zoe. Sami hits the freaking Samoan spike. And in the meantime, Jey Uso is like, I can't believe what's happening. He's in the corner thinking, oh my god, what the hell? What the hell, man? So, there we go. Finally, then of course, the betrayal from Sami, of course, he's been beaten down, the t-shirt's been ripped off, but Jey Uso, he leaves them to it, because he believes that, Sami was right. We beat down Kevin Owens, like you said, there was no need for that. So I'm interested to see what's going to happen on Raw. I'm interested to see what's going to happen on SmackDown. What is going to happen with the Usos? Are they going to lose their tag team titles to the winner of the tournament match? Oh my god, it's all breaking down. The bloodline is sizzling out. I feel like we're going to have two big main event matches at WrestleMania. I think the Usos will lose the tag team titles, but it won't be to the winner of the tag team title tournament. It will be Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn versus the Usos at WrestleMania. It will be Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. And with the next pay-per-view is the Elimination Chamber. I can't wait to see what happens there. I will do my predictions for the WrestleMania, as well as Elimination Chamber, and I will also do a review for those two pay-per-views as well. And until next time, for the Elimination Chamber predictions and review, I'm Dan, 215 on Xbox Live, YouTube, and on Twitch, saying goodbye.